YouTube? This is Marianne Lee with Food and Art, and I want to share with you a very informational video today. So my YouTube channel is kind of gearing and more kind of going towards spirituality, and I feel confident enough to share this things with you and my experiences with it, because now it is trending, and 5 years ago it was more taboo to hear of people doing such. So I feel like I should go ahead and open that part and that side of me up to you all, because it is one of the main purposes of why I'm having so much great success right now with everything, financially, relationship, health-wise, dedication, discipline, focus, just the power, just being able to have discipline, because that takes an amount of self-control. So like I had said during my vision dream board video, I started meditating 5 years ago, and it was 2 weeks into when I started to change my whole overall health and my whole overall outlook about myself and wanting to get healthy, and went pescatarian first for about 5 months and then went fully vegan. I wanted to just feel the healthiest that I've ever felt before in my life. I was actually suffering from a lot of acne issues, a lot of arthritis issues. I thought I was going to have to quit my job as a cosmetologist / makeup artist because I was having such issues and such pain in my hands at night when I was sleeping. They would just throb and keep me up. So that's why me and my husband started researching like what it could be, and I knew like ibuprofen and big pharma stuff is not good for you. It's only like a band-aid, and I knew that because like kidney issues and liver issues that stuff causes. And I was taking some natural holistic routes and taking herbs and such as at Vitamin Cottage and herb shops, but it still wasn't fully curing, especially my acne. I would still have flare-ups, and with the arthritis I would still have flare-ups. So then we dug in deeper and we came across a lot of information actually on YouTube. There's so much helpful, knowledgeable people giving out information on YouTube that it's just crazy. Just type in the subject that you might want to know, the question you might want to know, and you'll find tons of feeds, videos, physicians, specialists, nutritionists, even just personal experience, people giving you their testimony on their success. And that's another reason why I created my YouTube channel, because now I want to enlighten others, and I hope that others see me taking the plunge and they will not be fearful to do the same and take the leap of faith and believe in themselves to be a better person inside and out. But anyways, without further ado, we looked into like how dairy caused inflammation of the body, which causes acne and arthritis, and those were the two main issues and side effects that I was having. So I've been dairy free now for over 5 years, and I feel great. My acne no longer flares up like it does. If it does, it's because I accidentally have a peanut or a nut of some kind, because I'm allergic to nuts. But the cystic acne and the persistent breakouts that I was having, those totally eliminated within 90 days. It takes the body 90 days to fully detox from something. So it took about that, so 3 months. And the arthritis went away. I didn't have to wear my wristband anymore while I was sleeping at night or while I was working. I don't suffer from it at all, and that could be because of some of the physical strength that I've developed too by weightlifting and yoga and training now too. But definitely diet is key. Food is medicine, and you can't cure any kind of side effect that you're having or any kind of illness, disease with the proper diet. A lot of people are lacking minerals and vitamin deficiency. So if you just go take some, you could take supplements, which they're great, but they don't have live cultures like fresh greens and fruits do. So definitely try that. Or if you're needing a high fats, there's omega supplements, but you could just eat Alaskan wild caught that fish. I don't eat it, so I don't even know the salmon. Sorry. Salmon too for fats, but make sure just go like fully raw. There's a lot of fully raw YouTube videos that you could type in, and these people have cured like death and cancer and everything just from being on a fully raw detox eating diet for like so many days. But it's very interesting. Anyway, without further ado, I started meditating 2 weeks into my health journey. I first started off with meditation, chakra meditations. Chakras are energy centers that are in the body. I'll do exclusive video all about that soon, but I wanted to talk to what happened during my first meditation. My first meditation was so successful that that's why I want to share it with you. I felt such, my first OBE, that stands for out of body experience. I definitely have felt that. It was a 20-minute chakra guided meditation. I was just new to meditation, just got down to the lotus position, me and my husband, all alone, turn off all electronics. If you feel like you need a little bit of light, they suggest that you light a candle, but all artificial light is all off. Cell phones are off, everything's off, anything beeping is all off, because it's all very distracting, because you're trying to in tune and raise your vibration and your frequency, so you don't want any other artificial frequencies inhibiting that or causing any disruption or anything. So we got in the lotus position, and we started off from the root chakra, which is down at the base of the spine, going all the way up to the 7 chakras. So you have your root chakra down at the base of the spine, and then you have your sacral chakra, which is by your belly button, your solar plexus, which is in between the ribs, your heart chakra, which is right here in between the sternum, your throat chakra was right in the middle of your throat, and then your third eye. By the time I felt kind of each one, and it tells you how to breathe and such, and I'll go ahead and put a link on some YouTube videos that I still practice till this day on meditations that I truly enjoy. Some of them are oldies and goodies that I found way back then that I still do, because I'm like so attached to them now because they've helped me so much. But by the time I felt a full-fledged OBE on this meditation, which I didn't know how blessed I was to experience my first OBE during this meditation, because a lot of people actually struggle having their first time out of body experiences, and it just happened naturally to me. I didn't even know that this was capable of human beings. I didn't even know that OBE existed, but now that I'm getting further into my spirituality journey and I'm educating myself more, and I read books, Pinterest, follow me on Pinterest. I have a whole conscious board that I follow about awakening and enlightenment and spirituality that I post, that really things and tools that help me. So follow me there on Pinterest as well, Mary Ann Lee, and you'll see the board. It's called Consciousness. But what really helped me, I couldn't believe I was so blessed within my first meditation. And it's probably because I just knew I needed to change. So I was so open. I was so open to receive because of intent. Everything happens by intent. It's like you get in what you put in. And I sat there and I relaxed, and it tells you to breathe, and you just relax and you do exactly what it tells you. So by the time that I got to my third eye, which is in between the brow bones, so almost practically to the end of the meditation, I just felt my body go weightless. It was somewhat startling because I didn't know that this was even going to happen. My husband was right across from me doing the same thing. He was in lotus position. We weren't touching each other though, because you don't want to be distracting, and your energies could kind of be distracting. Now we actually just meditate separately because our energies are so strong that it actually distracts us. So we actually meditate in different rooms and take turns meditating, sometimes in the bath. But I felt like that Omar movie, when he did that Omar and Kumar movie where they lose the cat, and he unfortunately took that substance at that club, and he went into that white room and he was talking to God. You guys remember that? I felt something like that. And that movie just came out a year ago, but when I seen that movie, it was like, whoa, that's what happened to me. So like this great consciousness of shift, this energy center, there's spheres of energy, and they're all colored associated too. We'll go further on into that in the next video though. I just felt this, my body was weightless and light. I left my body. I didn't feel a physical thing at all anymore. I was just pure energy at that point. And I knew I was, because I couldn't feel anything, and I was light, I was floating, I was literally floating, and I felt me go inside this globe, which what I know now, this planet that was blue. Everything around me was just 360 degrees, a full circle all the way around me. I was in the middle of this globe. I'm not kidding you, you guys. I was in the middle of this Sphere, now what I know now, planet, I say planet because I know that's exactly what it is. We have the whole universe inside of us, and that was a planet that I was in, an interdimensional planet that I became inside, and it fully engulfed into my frontal vision, my peripheral. I didn't turn, but when you're in this state of consciousness and awareness, everything's like telepathic, and you don't see with just these eyes. You feel everything. All your senses are extremely heightened, and you communicate telepathically. And I could just, it's like as if I turned, but I could just see the color indigo blue, which that's associated with that chakra, just all around engulfed 360 degrees all around me. I even remember when I felt this shift, I stood calm because I knew not to freak out. I've always been like this person, like when you feel something intense, just to stay calm. I've always known that. It's probably helped me when I gave birth to my daughter, like Lamaze. And I remember I even told my husband, I was closed my eyes and I was like, I felt that shift. I felt me leaving that first shift of like a vibration. They say you could feel or tingling in your hands, your soles of your feet or your palms of your hands tingling, kind of feel swifty too. That's the first signs of an OBE, an out-of-body experience. That energy is leaving and you're going off into the astral realm. And I remember feeling just kind of floaty and airy, like a balloon, literally. And I went into that planet and it engulfed all around me. And I remember even just saying to my husband, babe, just like that, calm. But he knew I was concerned. He said, it's okay. And I took his word for it, and I finished that meditation. And then the last chakra was the crown chakra, which is your halo right above the tip apex of your head. That's your connection to the divine and to the higher realms, the godly realms. Your communication with them, the divine, charges you, enlightens you, engulfs you, protects you with a white, glorious, golden light, keeping all darkness away from you. And afterwards, I remember I just opened up my eyes. I was in a dark basement, but wow, it was like I opened up my eyes for the first time. And I felt such a great shift. It was somewhat startling, but reassuring at the same time. It was so magical and so powerful that I was somewhat alarmed, but I knew at that point, something clicked and it made sense to me that these exercises, these meditations, this knowledge that I was starting to obtain and starting to get into, me and my husband, was informational and of purpose. It was going to serve a great purpose to me, and it was going to help guide me through my life. So I knew not to fear, I knew to trust, and I knew to pursue. And I still have, and I still do till this day. And I'll talk to you guys more about how my summer went, because I had never had so much enlightenment like this past summer with me meditating. I've taken it outside with nature, and I even get more heightened energy now by going outside. Definitely start where you can, if it's in your bedroom, laying down before bed. But I definitely like doing it now in the morning, and if I can, I like doing it outside. I just wanted to share with you guys my first OBE. It was a great experience. Don't have any fear. Go into it with great intent. For you're a great person. You are a child of God. We are full cosmic light, and we radiate it and we emanate it out of our heart, minds, and soul. And you go back to home where we are originally from and what we are made of. And that is my first OBE. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to give it a like and share it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Marianne Lee with Fit Food and Art. Bye-bye.